13, we have a call for a 19-year-old with a history of seizure, currently experiencing a prolonged episode.
19-year-old female, multiple seizures.
Is it history?
With history.
You got any big plans for your day off?
I am going running tomorrow.
I'm gonna run to your bed.
Well, that might be it, but what I should do is just park a mile from my house. It'd be like the dangling carrot, you know? Rescue 13, on scene. Okay. Hey. Oh, yeah. Seizure activity at this time. Completely contorted and the eyes drifted off. As we make it through the front door, we see what appears to be a woman seizing. You just get an IV?
All right.
Has you ever had one this long before?
7 minutes, about 4 days.
7 minutes? That's not good for her brain. She needs medication. She needs some Ativan and stuff.
She didn't take it.
Oh, okay. A patient with a seizure history is given medication to control those seizures. She needs to take her Ativan as scheduled or she's going to have a seizure. Chelsea, can you talk to us at all, sweetie? She's still going. We need to stretch. Where's engine 13?
Engine 13 on scene.
Grab a stretcher.
Sorry, sweetie. We'll go head out heads first.
Are you mom?
She had a bad car accident in March. She had spinal cord damage.
Got it.
Neck.
Be careful, she had a fractured spine. Put this on you, just some oxygen, okay? A fractured neck from a car accident, head traumas, which is what's causing the seizures. She's going again, dude.
Chelsea, try and talk to me, because if I think you're still having a seizure, I gotta give you medicine, and you're not gonna like the medicine. When a person is postictal, meaning after they've had a seizure, some functions don't work. And to be able to communicate, if they're able to blink their eyes, squeeze your hand, we may use that as a communication technique.
Squeeze my hand for me. Can you squeeze your hands for me? She's squeezing.
Okay, good. We're gonna get you over to the hospital.
Her mom said this was the longest that she has gone.
It's a good sign that she's grabbing my partner's hand, because it lets me know that her neurological functions are working.
Hey, dear, do you know what happened to you? You had a seizure. Pretty long one this time. That's what Mom said. Are you having a seizure or are you cold? Are you cold? Blink for me if you are. No? You understand? One more blink. There you go. Heart rate's come down. That's because you have a soothing voice. I do.
This is why you always have to take your meds. We get a call for a 24-year-old male having a first-time seizure. Another seizure case tonight.
When the sun comes up, man, it's like I wake up and I'm good. But then, you know, towards the end of the day is when it'll hit me.
I know you can't go right to sleep. Do you watch, like, sit down and watch TV, or do you just...
TV watches me.
You're one of those I need to wind down people.
Yep.
Whereas I've fallen asleep twice during this conversation.
Wow.
Rescue 13 by. Was he in the shower or something?
No.
That's sweaty, huh? What's going on?
He had a seizure.
Does he have seizures?
No, I don't have seizures.
I know you
Never had a seizure before?
just had one in the room.
Can you describe what you saw?
No, I ain't seen that.
I was laying.
Mm-hmm.
He grabbed me, and like his stomach hurt. And then like his arms and legs just got real stiff.
Right.
And his mouth was locked down, and he was having a seizure.
Yeah, I'm gonna just check your pulse, man.
Your heart rate's going fast too, buddy. You're at like 140 beats per minute. Your blood pressure's up. No, you didn't smoke any spice or anything like that?
No, sir.
Any other stuff?
No, sir.
You mind if I talk to him for a second without you guys?
Yeah.
Right. Hey, brother. I'm not the cops. I just need to know, because I can't leave you alone or anything like that. Did you do, and you got any other drugs, even if it's just smoked a
No,
little
sir.
weed or anything like that?
No, sir.
I only ask because, you know, if you're gonna overdose on something, I want to be able to fix you. So if I don't know what it is, I can't help.
Four Loco.
Oh, old school Four Loko or the new kind?
Same one. The new kind that's 14% stroke than the old.
Did you chug it or what?
Yeah, I chugged it real fast.
You only had one?
Yes, sir. One.
Four Loko has 14% alcoholic content. Definitely not something people should be chugging. Yeah, I wouldn't chug the Four Locos, bub. Get the IV, we can get it.
Small poke.
I'll be over in 2 seconds. Plug that up.
My man's gonna start an IV on your right arm there.
Oh, he's pouring.
All done. Yeah.
Flush it out of there, huh? Drinking thins the blood, so it makes starting an IV hard because it's just gonna make it bleed more. Let's get him on over there. You chugged it, got sick, and then that happened.
I've been chugging it for about 3 hours.
Chugging it for 3 hours.
Yes, sir. It take me a long time to drink it. I sit real slow, probably every day for like a couple of years.
Yeah.
I always threw up off the phone.
Yeah, you look bad.
Bad. Threw up off it.
Yeah.
It's just the first time somebody said I had a serious time.
Obviously, your body doesn't like it. We monitored his vitals, and actually everything was fine. I just think he has a severe reaction when it comes to this one alcoholic beverage, and it makes him throw up and his blood pressure fall and have what looks like a seizure. He kept saying he chugged the Four Loko, and I said, so you chugged the whole thing? He goes, no, I drank about that much. He goes, I sip on it for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, so you just drank a Four Loko over 3 hours. You didn't chug it. Did you see the vomit in his hair?
I didn't look at it that long.
When
I just saw it.
went to go get the laptop back and I rested my arm on it.
So did you wash your hand?
Not yet.
What arm are we talking about? The one you have rested right there on?
No.
We have a crew that's on scene of a person that apparently been drinking. He's had a seizure, but he's got a dog with him, and the dog is not letting the crew get anywhere close to him. We gotta try and figure out how to get to him without getting attacked by the dog. There they are. You have any food?
Nah, it's not a friendly dog. Started snarling, snapping at us, barking.
Oh, he's big.
Yeah.
What's his name? What is it? How can we get to you without Molly attacking us?
She won't attack. She was snapping at us just a second ago.
Hey, Molly. Come on.
Yeah,
Good girl. Taking care of your daddy, huh? She comes over, just so sweet and wagging her tail, and I was like, okay, she's not really aggressive at all. She let me pet her. Is there any way you can stand up? Come on, Molly. It's all right, girl. Girl. So if you could probably stand up and just get to a stretcher. Yeah, I'm trying. I think she'll be okay with that. Don't move too far. Don't move. You're moving way too. The medic that was on scene starts to make a little move towards the patient.
very protective of him.
Well, as soon as he took a half a step, she would lunged at him. And I was like, oh, this is not good. Don't move, like, too fast. There's no way that she's letting us approach him. None.
Molly, no. Stand down.
Very protective of him. Oh, look, you come sit on the stretcher. We'll grab your stuff and we'll get going, okay?
All right, don't touch him. Let him do it.
You're not going to take her to the shelter, are you?
Well, we're not gonna leave her. We'll figure something out. All right, so you wanna see if we can raise the stretcher and kind of start to see if we can move him? She's peeing right now. She's distracted. All right, Molly. She's back.
Molly, no. Stand down.
As soon as we go to raise the stretcher up and secure him, there's Molly again. I mean, you can't blame the dog. That's, you know, she's protecting him.
She knows something's wrong. She stands on top of me when I have a seizure.
You take medicine for your seizures?
Can't afford them.
Okay.
Like 75 bucks a pop.
I got you. You don't have any food, anything to give her, huh?
In my backpack.
So I'm digging through this guy's belongings. I find some dog bones. Perfect. Here, Molly.
Keely, you don't think the dog's gonna bite you if we start rolling away with him?
Well, we gonna find out. I mean,
I could get one of the stretcher straps off. You could tie it to the end of that rope.
okay. Just kind of throw it over here. Give me 2 stretcher straps, and I'm gonna I'm gonna rig it up around the tree and tie her to the tree. Here, Mom. All right, all right. I hope she's tied good.
Molly, be good.
We managed to get the dog secured enough to get the patient out of the area and into the ambulance. NOPD is going to sit out here with the dog because they They can't just leave her out here. It's a public park. So the other police officer's going over to the patient's sister's house, and hopefully they'll be able to get her to get over here and come get the dog.
I actually can relate to Molly. You know, she's trying to protect her owner, who she knows is injured or sick. In a sense, we do the same thing. You know, we protect the people of the city, the people that we care about, who are injured and sick.
Responding to a 06-year-old male having an active seizure, hold 3 in Fort Worth, Ohio.
So we're going to a 6-year-old who's having a seizure.
Ugh.
I wonder if he's got a history.
Or fever.
He's a little old for febrile seizures, and at 6 years old, if you're potentially going to be new onset or a kid with a disability, but we'll see whenever we get there.
As someone who had seizures when I was a child, I feel bad for him. Thankfully, I grew out of them, but I missed out on some things. I hope this kid's as lucky as I was. I hope he grows out of his seizures.
G-call? Okay.
I have been here before.
I was gonna say,
I remember you. Did he have a seizure with us last time?
Once we get on scene and I began speaking with the mom and the patient, I realize I've treated him before, and I remember he has an underlying seizure disorder.
Hey, Major, how are you, buddy? Can you see me?
Hey, buddy.
He doesn't have a brain tumor or anything like that, does he? Just the history of the seizures. What's your name?
I see the patient's postictal, he's confused. This little boy is not having a seizure right now, and he could have another seizure. A prolonged seizure could kill him, and that's why we want to get him to the hospital.
At any point, has he come out of it and like talked to you?
He did.
Okay.
When he saw me at the school, like, he asked for ice cream.
So he
All right, so he's got his
normal
priorities
then.
straight, is what you're saying.
And Mom, I'll probably get you to kind of hold his upper half while I'm trying to get an IV in him. You're okay, big guy.
With children, I like to get an IV very quickly while they're postictal, so that way it's not as traumatic of an experience for him. So that if he has another seizure, we can give him medication for it.
Hey, buddy. How you feel?
Fine.
Okay. Your mama's right behind you. Can we check your temperature real quick? You open up your mouth real wide. Say, ah. Man, you're doing good. Good, thank you. 98.3.
This mom is clearly concerned and worried about her kid. As a future dad, I can relate. As a parent, you always want what's best for your child. She's treating her son the way I hope that I would treat my daughter. And in the end, that love and support will take him a long way.
I know, I know.
Control Unit 6 responding. It says second patient is having a seizure.
We know that APD is there. There's also another medic unit on scene that's requesting us, so potentially a critical patient.
Get left out of here.
What the heck? Oh my goodness. Sprawled out. Hello. What do we have?
We've got her boyfriend in the back of the ambulance.
Okay.
So that's why we didn't take her. She was talking to the police, started having a seizure. We found out afterwards that apparently all the blood's from her boyfriend. Okay. It looks like he got beat up.
Okay.
Does she have a history of seizures?
Don't know. Oh, yes.
Have you been
So
taking
basically
your
what happened
medications like you should?
No. So Kim, she's gonna be mine because her heart rate's almost 150.
The first thing I noticed is how elevated her heart rate is. It's almost 150, which is super, super fast.
I'm just gonna make sure none of this blood's yours, okay? What happened to your boyfriend? Do you know?
She's altered, we call it postictal, which is like the altered period after a seizure.
I'm gonna start an IV in case we have another seizure, okay? I'm gonna ask you some simple questions, okay? You know what city you're in? Good, what year is it? Good.
Let me see your arm real quick, Jasmine.
How many dimes are in $1? 10? Okay. We're gonna get you on a little bit of oxygen to see if that helps with some of the fuzziness, okay?
Or
I'm sorry you had a seizure tonight too, on top of everything else. All right, big poke, okay? 1, 2, 3.
So we're just gonna take you on down to the hospital, okay? We're just gonna get checked out.
I think we should go to the hospital because our heart rate's still pretty elevated. It's like almost 150, which is not normal even after a seizure.
I don't want to go.
Why do you not want to go?
Because I can call a ride. I'll be fine.
My patient just had a seizure. The first thing I noticed is how elevated her heart rate is. It's almost 150, which is super, super fast. She also wasn't on her seizure medications. She also had a lot of stress tonight. There are so many things that could have caused her seizure and caused her to have another seizure later on.
I've done this for a little while, and I know when patients are about to have another seizure a lot of times, that's what I think is going to happen if we don't go.
Right.
Okay.
But my family's pretty aware of it, and that's where I'm going, so I'll be fine. I don't want to go.
When's the last time you had a seizure before today?
Well, I had them frequently after I had the baby.
Okay.
And I had told my doctor.
A few more stickers, okay? Since our heart's going so fast, maybe we can at least get this picture of your heart, make sure nothing crazy is going on, okay?
A lot of times patients that have a seizure history don't want to go because they have breakthrough seizures relatively frequently, and that's kind of something that they just live with every day.
Do you know the risk involved that if you don't go to the hospital? Can you tell me that you understand those risks?
Oh, of course.
What could happen if we don't go?
I could have another one, and then I could injure myself really bad.
Or you could not be breathing very well and get some kind of brain injury. That could lead to permanent disability, right? Or death, right?
Or a coma.
Or a coma, right? I have to ask, is there a reason that you don't want to go?
I just don't want to be in the hospital.
We really want her to go. We want to take her. We want to be able to monitor her, but we can't kidnap her and take her to the hospital.
If you do have another seizure, you need to go for sure, okay?
Okay.
Really did not like her heart rate. Alcohol lowers your seizure threshold. Stress lowers your seizure threshold.
And you haven't been
not
on
taking
your-
your medications lowers your seizure threshold.
I should have made her do like a pinky promise.
You should have.
Pinky promise. If you have a seizure and we see you against that, you're going to the hospital.
Going.
Oh, right. I'll drive. You ride.
All right. Let's go try to get some ice cream before everything closes.
Be safe, be strong. Let's do this.
Get that stretcher in here.
You're gonna bleed to death.
Grab the nozzle, grab the nozzle.
They're not dead. I can work with that.